New hope, new aspirations, same drama. It is a pleasure to welcome everyone back to a new season. Everything building now towards the imminent kickoff. Lens against Sochaux. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Lens against Sochaux. Lens have elected to go 4-3-3.
Yeah, and a system that relies on an industrious midfield to cover the ground.
So it's down to business here. Lens pinning their hopes now on a new manager, one with no previous experience at this level. It is a bold, a risky move, but there have been notable success stories like this down the years. What about this one, Jim?
Well, I have to admit, Peter, that I didn't see this appointment coming. There were other candidates with bigger reputations, but he's obviously impressed.
Hits one! Looking to force his way through. Shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Tries to stroke it through. Goalkeeper's ball. Battles to win it back.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Just brushed off the ball there. And he's made certain that won't get through. Out wide to the right. Lens, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Tries to dink it in. Looks to slip it through, tries a through ball. Now here's the through ball. Too much on it and out of play. That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. Chip through. Crowd hits one! Goal! Lens! And it's Lens who take the lead!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Lens take the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
So what now? Lens scoring close to half-time to make it 1-0. He's gone for it! Same again, same outcome.
Sochaux.
And it's half-time here. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball, the passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Lens head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. Well, the action has already resumed here.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Oh, well defended, that had to be done.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Lens desperately needs someone to hold up the ball here. Goes for a sweeping cross. And he's there to cut it out. Lens leading as we head into the last quarter of the game. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Plays a clever pass.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim? Has a hit! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Tries a header! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Great challenge. Played out to the wing. Now here's the through ball. He's gone for it! gone out for a throw-in. Aimed long and direct.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Looks to thread it through.
Sochaux have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Lens just have to run down the clock. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. And that will be the final act. Lens have their win on opening day. The season perfectly teed up. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, pre-season and all that hard work has been worth it now. A winning start that gets everyone in the right mood.
So that's it from us. Many thanks go to Jim Beglin, and goodbye from us. The warmest of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Lens made a good start to their campaign, a win on day one, up and running. Where to from here? Gets it back. Breaks on here. Passes it through. Now here's the through ball. Oh, full-blooded challenge, and it had to be.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Hits one! Well, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Hoists it high, shapes the shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Gets up to head it! Over to the left. Oh, sweet feet. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Lens, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Looks to slip it through. It's got through, and...
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Still waiting for the first goal. Tries a through ball. Battles to win it back. Going to be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How would you review the first half?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. Already up and running for the second half.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Plays it out to the wing. Lobs it in gently. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. It's anyone's ball.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Tries to get it forward quickly. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Early ball. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Just 5 minutes left.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Trying to get there. And that's been won straight back. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. And time is up. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. Your reflections then, Jim?
Lens certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin. I think we're just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. And here we have Orléans against Lens. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And we're underway. Two of the league's unbeaten sides. Too soon to read much into that, though. Now the pass. Going through.
Well, without the support, he had to avoid crossing that, but he just didn't have the patience.
Where to from here? Surely he scores! That intervention was... How about it? No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. Lens still without an attempt. Lens have a free kick. Done very well to intervene. Spreads it wide. What an adventurous run from a defender.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Battles to win it back. Looks like a good ball through. Lens ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Long and high towards the flank. It's out for a goal kick. A goal now would certainly liven things up. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Chipped through, ball in, just miscalculated. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And no surprise, that's a booking. Tries lifting it over. That's gone a long way up and away. Oh, good interception. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Header, looking to shoot! What about it? He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Orléans get themselves into the lead.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Going for goal!
Lens are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Goes wide. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, at the moment, their chances of getting back in contention look slim. They're not exerting enough pressure. Simple as that.
Oh, sweet feet from him there. Gets wrestled off the ball.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Well, if something's got to happen, it's going to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
All are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Just brushed off the ball there. Has a swing at it! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Ball's loose, who's getting there? So that's it, it is all over. Well, that is truly disappointing. It is a results business, and this result is worth nothing.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half goal.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. The teams then, Lens against Nîmes. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
So it's down to business here. In towards the middle. He's made sure that that won't get through. Nîmes have lost their first 3 games. 3 points now very necessary, both in terms of table position and morale. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Goes for the cross. It's being played forward. Plays it out to the flank. Crosses. And a header! Oh, what a lovely delivery. It deserved better.
Well, by crossing the ball so quickly, I think this defence just can't get set to deal with it. I think deserved a better outcome than what we saw, but worth exploring more. Lens have grabbed this game by the scruff of the neck and aren't letting go.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Lens come into this on the back of a narrow defeat. Passes it through. Header! Oh, smart save. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Boots it to safety.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
He's got away. So what now? Over to the left. Looks to slip it through. Still goalless. He's had a shot! Saved only by poor finishing.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
It's a loose ball. Steered out wide. That's not going to make it. Forward it goes. And now they can launch a counter. Brings it forward with a delicate ball. Can he score? He's delivered all right. And it's Nîmes who take the lead. Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Nîmes get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Referee's given a throw. More than happy to take the muscular approach. goes long. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They can certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And the game has already resumed here.
Lens don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their...
He'll have a dip! Back of the net! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Ligue grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Lens again hit early in the second half. It just keeps happening week after week.
Lens, we've got to see a real determination and purpose now if this deficit is to be recovered. No holding back and being patient about it.
Is it in? No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, he's been at the centre of a lot of things, hasn't he? Mostly good, I should add.
Looks to clip it forward. Crosses it in. Lens haven't made a substitution yet. Aimed long and direct. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Chipped through, and a shot! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Ligue take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. Hoists it high, well positioned to make that interception. Rapidly approaching the end.
Anything can still happen, you know.
Well, it feels to me as though they're virtually home and dry.
Well, look, I've been doing this long enough to know you should never take things for granted, but...
Massive leap! Now the counter. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Tries a through ball, just brushed off the ball there. And that is that. It has ended in disappointment, defeat and back to the drawing board. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Lens could still be playing, Peter, and probably still be trying to score. It might just be causing some edginess to the camp.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. And our live game is Lens against Gazalec Ajaccio. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
And we're underway. Shoots! That's a great exchange.
They used the 1-2 to great effect and working their way through the middle then. A little more luck though, and they may have been celebrating.
Forward it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Lens have been doing a bit of soul-searching following that nasty defeat last time round. They need that to be right out of their system. Tries to get it forward quickly. Plays it into the channel. Now here's the through ball. Well read, he sorted that out. Lens are putting their opponents under a lot of pressure in the early stages. Looks to slip it through. And he's cut it out. Aimed long and direct. Neither side yet able to find the net. Played out to the right. Tries a through ball. Now here's the through ball. Going through. Is it in? He's got away with one there.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Gets it back. Now the pass. Out to the flank. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Out wide to the right. Swung in towards the middle. Hits it! Brings it forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Passes it through. Out towards the flank. Here comes another. Heads it! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Well, Peter, I think it's fairly obvious he's one of the biggest influences out there.
Played out to the wing. Gets into some space. Up he gets! Good delivery, but no joy. And the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we're off again.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. Gazalek Ajaccio have a free kick. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Nil the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. Looks like a good ball through. Forward it goes. Cuts it out. Lens haven't made a substitution yet. Looks to thread it through. That intervention was very necessary. Oh, that's a waste. Where to from here? Long and high towards the flank. Gets it into the middle.
Ajaccio merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously. Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
He's got away. Hoists it high. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. He's left his man. Cut out in the nick of time.
This can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Chipped through. Now the cross. And a header! And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? The warmest of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. The teams then, Bourg-en-Bresse against Lens. Well, this guy's being talked about plenty right now, Jim. Just how good is he?
I think he's very good, and based on potential, he can go a considerable way towards the top. His development to this point has been almost perfect, and he can make a big pond look a lot smaller.
And now the lineups for the game. So off we go then. Chipped through. Now here's the through ball. Out of play for a goal kick. He's having a look round. Bourg-en-Bresse are on the receiving end of some fairly harsh criticism, mainly about the tactical choices made by the boss.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense. They added confusion when he really needed cohesion.
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative.
This game is in need of some excitement. It needs help, and it's down to the creative and striking talent to up their game and give this crowd something to cheer about.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well positioned to make that interception. Tries to dink it in. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. He's having a go. Oh, what a save! He had a long way to go.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And he's away. Looks to slip it. He's had a shot! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Knocks it away. He's gone for it! He's missed another one.
Lens really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So we reach the halfway point.
Lens ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that...
Up he gets! No, not the best of headers.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Out to the flank. Done very well to intervene. And that's a throw-in. Now the pass. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Bourg-en-Bresse haven't made a substitution yet. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. So hello and a warm welcome to all of you worldwide. We're just waiting for the central characters to make their appearance and then we will be underway. And here we have Bourg-en-Bresse against Lens. Well, this guy's being talked about plenty right now, Jim. Just how good is he?
I think he's very good, and based on potential, he can go a considerable way towards the top. His development to this point has been almost perfect, and he can make a big pond look a lot smaller.
A quick look at the lineups. So off we go then. So what now? Steered out wide. Oh, good interception. Bourg-en-Bresse were quick to defend their manager in the wake of criticisms levelled at him in recent days.
Look, some of the scrutiny is a bit over the top these days, and you're damned if you do and damned if you don't, but he really didn't help himself. His decision-making was puzzling, to say the least.
Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Oh, they can break here. Brings it forward. Out to the left it goes.
No efforts on target is acceptable if levels of enthusiasm and energy are good, and they're not.
Battles to win it back. Tries a through ball. Plenty waiting in the middle. There's the cross. Towering header. And it's been taken straight back. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Good challenge, he just stood firm. So who can spark this game into life? Played out to the right. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Just wouldn't be beaten there. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Some first half thoughts?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Lens pretty fortunate not to be trailing at half-time. They've been lacklustre and second best for me. And if ever a situation demanded a telling off from the boss, it's this one. He has to spark a reaction.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
And he's cut it out. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Now the pass. In comes the cross. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, he's obviously been identified as a menace, and they're dealing with him accordingly. I think we can expect more of the same.
Oh, really good feet from him. Plays it out to the wing. And it's a corner. Bourg-en-Bresse look as though they're about to make a change. Massive leap! It's come loose. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's...
Lens have a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Lens still have two substitutions up their sleeve.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Little doubt, that is a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Almost nothing left on the clock here. Lens are closing in now on yet another game. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Keeper has beaten it away.
Lens showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Tries to get it forward quickly. So that's it. It is all over. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Lost.
So hello and a warm welcome to all of you worldwide. We're just waiting for the central characters to make their appearance and then we will be underway. I'm Peter Drury and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And we're underway. Crowd calling for shot at goal! Tries a through ball. Now here's the through ball. Whose ball? Who's going to get that? Where to from here? Cut out in the nick of time. Chipped through. He's away. He's through. Has a swing at it. And that would have been some goal.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts. Yeah, early stages I know, Peter, but there's a show of forward thrust here. They're oozing belief.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Lens still to register a shot on target. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Can he finish? And he nearly went all the way.
Oh, that's an excellent try, and once he picked it up, he headed forward with real intent.
Lens have suffered lapses late in the first half of late, hoping things will be different here. Looks to slip it through. None shall pass, that's the message there. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He's made sure that that won't get through. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the second half gets underway. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Out to the flank. Now here's the through ball. The ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Well, he was thinking about headlines, I'm sure, but he ought to focus more on breaking lines.
Tries to get it forward quickly. He's got away. We're still waiting for a goal to report here. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
He's done well to tidy up the situation. Forward it goes. Now the pass. Shoots! Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, it's normally around now that the managers think about making changes. Has a hit! Really well taken goal.
All goals are welcome, but when they come at a time like that, they're priceless. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Lens draw first blood here.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows, so concentration is key from here.
Deftly done.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
So not long left in this now. So holding on now for those 3 precious points.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Lens win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Lens won thanks to a disciplined game plan. Homework provided the groundwork and it exploited an obvious central weakness.
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. And our live game is Stade Rennais against Lens. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
So off we go then. Steered out wide. Now here's the through ball. Diving header! Gourcuff. Forward it goes. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Cuts it out. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. He's scored!
Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus, but this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue.
Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Stade Rennais take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Gourcuff, and it's Khazri. Plays it out to the wing. He's left his man. Gorgeous control there. He's had a go! Gourcuff. Khazri. Lovely bit of skill. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Gourcuff. So what now? Tries to stroke it through. Gourcuff, he does have an assist to his name. And it's Khazri going through. Khazri floats one over. Oh, the ball's come loose. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
So off we go once more.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination. Should they manage it, I think they can find a way back.
Out wide to the right. A chance! Battles to win it back. Khazri, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Gourcuff. Lens still trailing by one. Gourcuff concedes a free kick for that. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Now it's Khazri. Long and high towards the flank. Threw himself at it, but he's got it cleanly. Lens haven't made a substitution yet. Nicely measured pass. Can he score? It's a goal! Lens are all square.
Well, the goalkeeper would have helped to make his mind up on how he was going to finish it.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Khazri, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Well, has he done enough since his goal? Is the feeling that he's lost his appetite for another? It's difficult to be sure exactly what the thinking is, but his race is certainly run now.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, what a convincing response to going behind. They've got all the momentum now.
Just brushed off the ball there. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind. Stade Rennais merit full marks.
The shot's on! And the ball's come out! And that's been won straight back. He's had a... shoots! Oh, should have put that away.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Stade Rennais look as though they're about to make a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Looks to slip it through. Sacco. Out to the flank. Turns and goes back.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ball's out on the left now. Looks like a good ball through. Keeper goes long. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Yeah, no daylight between these two sides, but I have to say, neither side really did enough to find a winner. They just cancelled each other out.
So a brief breather, and then extra time. Into extra time we go. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Up he gets! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Chance! Has a hit! And somehow he managed to miss it. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Oh, shoots! We've got a goal! right at the end of extra time! That must settle it! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Stade Rennais take the lead. Tries a through ball. And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this tale. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Gourcuff tries to get it forward quickly. Lens are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Played out to the wing. Sacco. That intervention was very necessary.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Gourcuff. Defenders on the back foot. He's done well to tidy up the situation. Into the channel. He's got away. Hits one! That's it. They are out. And that is the end of it. There's no room for recovery in knockout football. One wrong result, and it's over. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
And a premature exit from their viewpoint, though there are positives to be taken. It's both...
The warmest of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. And our live game is Ajaccio against Lens. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's the whistle. Forward it goes. He's having a look round. Now the pass. He'll have a dip! And that really should have hit the net.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Tries to get it forward quickly. Over to the left. Passes it through. He's gone for it! And he's done it!
Ajaccio are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Ajaccio take the early advantage.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Looks like a good ball through. Tries a through ball. Hoists it high. Oh, shoots! It's anyone's ball. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Massive leap! It's in! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Ajaccio grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Can he finish?
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Gets it upfield. Played out to the wing. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Looks to dink one in. Heads it! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Out to the flank. Shoots! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And the lead is extended still further. Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. Ajaccio take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half. Here we go again. Lens didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Aimed long and direct. Forward it goes. He's through, now is he in? Played back in. Knocks it away. Turns and goes back. The shot's on! Tries to get it forward quickly. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? He's left his man. Looks to slip it through. What a throw in. Coaxed out to the wing. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. Tries lifting it over. Flags up.
He may have been caught offside, but, well, Peter, from experience, defenders, I can tell you, hate those runs in behind.
They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. And that's been won straight back. Plays it out to the wing. Back into the middle. That's the throw. Going through. Pumps it into the... Up for the header!
This game seems as if it's going to go beyond a rescue point, so they need a goal and fast just to raise spirits and at least give their fans something to cheer.
Tries to get it forward quickly. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's a throw. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
And time is up. Well, that is not the outcome they were after. A truly disappointing defeat. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening.